Ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else in between, welcome back to Elden Ring. We are currently back in Jarberg. Just very briefly, I realised that I missed an item in the shack over here. There were actually two items in this location, and I missed one of them. Very, very sneaky, there you are. I suppose it depends on which angle you approach the shack from, but I missed it like a fool. There's a couple of other things. There's another thing I missed. Not an item per se, but if we come back up here... there is a special enemy to slay, much like the knight from Lanedale down this hill. Except if we go in this direction. And if we cross over the naturally occurring bridge here, there should be one of those fire preacher ladies, which it came back to me what these people are. So they covet the giant's flame, the giant's red flame. That's their whole deal. Excuse me. So as opposed to the frenzied flame, which is a separate thing, and the black flame, which is a separate thing, these worship the red flame of the giants. So they are blasphemous and must be eliminated. There we go. That's why I wanted that one. That's Briars of Sin. So it's a blood attack. It's an incantation, I think, yes. And you may recognise that Alberich from the Round Table Hold, the invader that you fight in the Round Table Hold, uses that very spell. So that's how you get that one. Now, those are the things I missed. Now, a couple of other things I'm just going to consult with my notes here that I want to go and look at while we're here. So we did that, yes. We got the item. Yes, I think we forgot to buy a spell from Selen back in the day. Because upon buying a spell, or we may have done, let me see. Upon buying a spell, she'll give you a bit more information about glintstones.
Young apprentice, you are a tadpole when it comes to magic. Infantile. Without the legs to walk.
Well, don't rub it in.
To become a sorcerer, first, you must face your ignorance. Now, shall we start learning?
Yes, although I feel a little bit scolded after that one, Selen. Right, so we're just going to buy the cheapest spell. This is the most basic sorcery in the game, Glintstone Pebble. What else does she have? She might be selling more stuff, you know. I never gave her a scroll, so maybe at a certain point in the story, maybe after Godric, she sells more stuff. Does she have anything to say? No?
You wish to continue very well.
I guess not, no. Huh. I thought she did. Maybe I missed that particular little slither of dialogue. She just tells you some stuff about glintstone sorceries. Also, we've got a bit of Deathroot now, and I think it's probably best to keep on top of our quest with Gorank, the Beast Clergyman. So I'm going to go hand over the rest of our Deathroot here. Now, in between each Deathroot, I'm going to rest, because Gorank can sort of change his position and demeanour depending on how many Deathroot you've given to him. So let's pay attention. So we'll just give one. More Tarnished.
I'm not sated. Feed me more death.
Remember that insane voice acting. Bestial Sling, an incantation. It's not bad, but there are better bestial incantations. So yeah, let's go rest and let's see if anything else happens over here. Okay, so nothing new there. What about if we feed you another Deathroot, please? Tasty.
I'm not sated. Feed me more death.
Death. Destined death. Right. Bestial Vitality. I'm not sure what that one does. Sounds like it might heal you, but I don't know. So I think if we rest now, because I think that was our third death route. If we rest now... No? Garank? Is it 4 death route? Maybe it's 4 death route. I'm tempting fate here.
Strange. There's something else. But the death yet quenches. Bring more.
It was cyanide. Beasts roar. So this is what the trolls use. And also rune bears. They use that as their ranged attack. Now if I rest here, I think shit's gonna go down. Yeah. So get ready. Grank is enraged. And he's very tough. And I'm stuck on a wall. Yeah, he's very tough. But we have to thwack him a little bit to cool his head off, to calm him down. So let me just try and do this without sucking too much. God, he's more agile than I remember. Can I get over here? I'm not going to worry about my runes. I don't mind. Oh, I did not know that would go through the pillar, Garank. That was very cheeky. Wall. A bit of a wall hack there. Right. Let's try again. Ah, there's my bubble. Can I get one hit? God. Please, quick. Oh. Don't you dare. Oh, no. So, as you can see, this guy is no pushover. He's no pushover. Indeed, he's one of the most powerful NPCs in the game, you could say. Right, come back at me. Right, I'm gonna be more aggressive, I think. Oh my lordy-loo. I think that's my issue. I'm not being quite aggressive enough. We only need to hit him like 3 or 4 times. Oh, boulder throw. Alright, we both missed. Ah, shite. I'm dead. I'm alive. Let's go again. Ouch. Garank, no. Let's talk. Let's talk about this, please. Ah! No, this is bad. Goodness me. I promise I never usually struggle this much with a good old Garanky boy, but I'm going to continue, and I'm going to persist, and we are going to do this. Don't you worry about it. Do you know what? Give me my shield. That's not my shield. Give me That's not my shield, Garank. Okay, let's try again. And we'll just heal. Oh my god. Oh, fuck. Oh, that was terrible. You can actually summon your wolfies. I don't think it's not going to make much of a difference here. This guy is very, very, very difficult. Okay, give me my physic flask. Thank you. And then let's dodge. Dodge. Okay. It's fine. Okay. Right, we managed to get one hit. Oh, dear me. What a start to the episode, eh? It's fine, I promise. We could come back when we're a little bit stronger, but honestly, it's not as bad as I'm making it appear, I promise. Okay. Oh, that should not have hit me at all, ever. Please heal. Thanks for healing. Panic roll. Let me just panic roll over here a second. Thank you. Oh, lucky, lucky, lucky. Right. Oh, you fucking git. Ah, it's that rock sling that gets me. Right, watch out for this. There. Oh, again, that should not have hit me, people. I'm sorry. Right, there's no point in healing. There's honestly no point. Just go for it. No, he's still alive. Fucking heal. No, please, I beg of ye. I beg of ye. There we go. Have you calmed down, Mr. Pupper?
Not forget myself. I won't forget again. My appetite. My sin. So please. Enough.
Well, I'm glad you're the one begging now. Jesus Christ. Woo! Okay. Is that my blood or yours? Right. Let me try resting. Oh look, the room's all back to normal. So if we try to talk to Garank now, oh, my 0 runes, thank you. Yeah, he has nothing more to say until we get some more death root. But there you are. That's just what I wanted to show you. No, I failed ahead. Yes. I know the feeling, bruh. Okay. Right, so that was one thing. Is there anything else I wanted to... no, not really. No. Oh, there was... I forgot I had my steel wire. I had my steel wire torch. This is better than my normal torch in every single way, apart from weight. But yeah, I can equip that one. Why not? Let's go for it. Okay, so we'll do a little bit more fire damage now, and it looks kind of cool as well. Kind of barbed wire effect on it. Is the whole thing made of metal? It is. Look, that's cool. Right. On that juicy note. We did most of the eastern side of Liurnia. Now, we want to start doing up onto this side here. Okay, sorry, my controller's being a little bit weird there. Right, so we're going to start back by this merchant here. We're going to start. And then we'll start going up the left-hand side of the lake. Also, I have a little mug of hot chocolate here. Or, what do the Americans call it? Hot cocoa. So, excuse me, I'm going to be sipping this a little bit while we go through here. Ah, that's good. Nice and hot too. Right. Oh, there's something else I wanted to say. Something a bit weird and spooky, but also not too surprising. I mentioned in my last couple of episodes, I remember mentioning like The Fox and the Hound, the Disney film. And I'd also been mentioning Shark Tale. Do you remember? When I was around the walking mausoleums at one point. And what are my 2 top suggested videos on YouTube? Shark Tale and The Fox and the Hound. So, ladies and gents, just, you know, I'm not surprised at all. I mean, talk about Big Brother and surveillance state, like, fucking hell. They are relentless, these people. They will do anything that they can to get your sweet, sweet cash. Anyway, right, so let's go up and up and up onto here now. This is a little jail here. I would say that this one is a fairly easy mini-boss right here. I wouldn't say it's much of a threat. However, they use pyromancies. They can do quite a bit of damage. However, if you overwhelm them, I can't really see it posing much of a threat to you. So I'm going to get straight in there And so, some iframes. I mean, it looks like Smo, doesn't it? A little bit. Right. Yeah, I'm just going to get in there and be very aggressive. Okay. Oops. They're relying a lot on their flail, which is probably not the best idea. So that's an explodey. I might get hit. No, we're good. It's a very slow one. Wild strikes, really. Oh, it actually smarts a little bit. I did say. Oh, they have a heal too. Poke. No. Ah, combustion. Yes, so like I said, they're kind of squishy, but they do pack a wallop if they connect. So just keep an eye out for that one. Oh, thought I'd get through. Let's heal. No, you're out, I'm afraid. You only get one. You only collected one golden seed in your entire adventure. Oops. Come on, Josh, get a grip. We'll wait for that sun to explode in their face. Thank you. Alright. There we go, we're done. Adan, Thief of Fire. Probably a reference to Flame of the Fell God. There we go. We get the little sun spell that they were using. Possibly a reference to Icarus, or there was a Titan that stole fire from the gods or the underworld, I think, and brought it to man, and as a punishment they were. This might be entirely wrong, but I think it's right. I think they were the one that was tied to a slab by the ocean, and they had their liver picked out for the rest of time by vultures and hungry seagulls. So that might be entirely correct, but it could do with fact checking, perhaps. So yeah, I just saw there it mentioned the Fell God. I think that is the other entity that I mentioned earlier, the Fire of the Giants. I think that could be what that particular entity or celestial being is referred to, the Fell God. So we have the Fell God, we have oh god, what are they actually called? The Two Fingers, the Golden Order, the oh god, sorry, I do apologize. I've forgotten the actual name of the main thingy, but yes, and we also have the Frenzied Flame. So lots of fire themes. Right. Okay, I will try to remember what they're called. What are they called? I'm actually kicking myself now. Oh! Vulgar Militia, excuse me. I'm deliberating on the lore of your world here. Please. Okay, there we go. Right. Oh, one more. So actually, before we carry on... Oh my god, it's a shambles. I do apologise. Right, are we good? Are we clear? Right, sorry, I'm just going to take off my dressing gown because it's actually quite warm here in my living room. There we go, I apologise. Yes, I'd like to be as comfortable as possible whilst talking to everybody here. So, let's carry on, and I'll try to think of the name of the god inside the tree. Well, obviously it's Mariko, but the higher being, should I say. Oh, so plenty of ambushes here to watch out for. So these guys can apply bleed with their weapon, and they're very, very sneaky. There we go. There we go, right. Yeah, and they like to obscure your vision with smoke grenades. Okay. Nope, where am I going? Where am I going? Okay, now, round here. Good. Well, that's off. Oh, I hear more. A little cackling in the woods. Don't forget to lock on. Okay. That's fine. We'll do this the old-fashioned way. Oops, there's another one. Oh god, they're literally everywhere. Watch out, that's gonna hurt. Could do with the lantern on, to be honest, but I think that ship has sailed. Right. Let's go, let's go. Okay, right. Yeah, this is the other encampment of the Fell God that I mentioned in the previous episode. This one is where you will get their spellbook, I believe. Oops. God, these guys are everywhere. Oh, my lord. I do apologise. I think I need some more hot chocolate. I think that's the key to my power here. The secret to my powers. Okay. Let's try and take these out as quick as possible. No, I'm going to get off torrent because I'll get flung off anyway. There we go. That's better. Nice try. Interesting. Ooh, what are you going to do? Interesting mace there. So that will be a monk of the Fell God. The flame of the eternal fire. Geralt of Rivia. I got halfway through the second season. Oops, of The Witcher on Netflix, and I'm afraid. I mean, I love The Witcher 3. Fuck off. Warts and all. Because there are plenty of warts. Dappled cured meat. Now, where is this? Here we go. There's the prayer book here. Fire monk. We could perhaps read a little bit of lore. Yeah, I got halfway through the second season. The first season wasn't bad, but then by the time that I wonder if, because they filmed it during COVID and all that sort of stuff, I wonder if they were kind of a bit stretched on resources and like their abilities to like cast people properly and rehearse and all the in between bits. Sorry, I beg your pardon. Where is the fucking? Oh, it's at the bottom, isn't it? There we go. Prayer book of the fire monks who came from the mountaintops of the giants far to the north can be given. Oh, okay, literally zero lore. Okay, right. Well, we've got that at least. Let's carry on through here. Right. Right, I do apologise. This is driving me this is driving me insane. I need to know what the head of the Golden Order is called. Not Marika. The other one. 1 second. Twin fingers. No, 2 fingers. The Greater Will. Fuck's sake. It's the Greater Will. That's the one I was trying to think of, peeps. I apologise. We got there in the end, didn't we? Ultimate brain fart. Happens more the older you get, so that's something to look forward to for you guys who are a little bit younger than their 30s. Oh! Ah, clipped you. Clipped your wing. Come here. Good enough. Right. Now that I've got that little, oh god, all you need to do is look at the bloodstains here and you know it's a bad idea to go up there. Oh, there's more. Now I've got that little riddle out of my head, I can focus and continue. Oh, I thought that was a militia. Never mind. Okay. So, for now, you'll see this big old cliff up here. I mentioned it briefly, it's called the Moonlight Altar. You cannot get there until later in the game, and it is tied to somebody's questline. Okay, so we'll worry about that much later, and it's also one of the harder areas in the game because, oh, excuse me, the enemies are quite challenging up there. Not gonna lie. Okay, so before it goes cold, let me have some more hot chocolate, please. I beg your pardon. Ah, very good. Tasty. Right. So, I think this is technically like part of the lake, but I think we're going to do it now. We are going to go through... I mean, I will take this dude out. We're going to go through this swamp. There's actually not much here, although it's quite a big swamp. It's probably the biggest poison swamp, and I say poison, not scarlet rot. Poison swamp in the game. There is a scarab, so all is not lost. Vow of the Indomitable, there you go. That'll be some sort of buff. So I'm not going to kill all the crabbies. I'm just going to have a quick scour through. Embarrassingly, somewhere else that I missed on my first playthrough. I don't think I missed it entirely. I think I ended up coming back much later in the game, but after I'd missed all the juicy lore and quest points that needed to be completed up until that point. Also, I'm wondering if I've missed a cave behind me. I will go back and check if necessary. There's a few lilies there, why not? Right. Yeah, sorry, I apologise. I'm just... Yeah, here's an item. I'm just quickly going through the swamp here to see if there are any shinies for us to go grab. Oh, there's a zombie there. Lovely. Bye-bye. Right. Crabby, you know, you're a bit in my way, so I think I will delete you first. Delete. 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 Sorry. Reference to Death Note. Right. So that's... Is there any more swamp here? No. Okay. So let's go back under. We're under the Moonlight Altar now, at the moment. And you'll see up there, there is something up there that we can get to. There's a bridge. Okay. There's another poor soul here that we'll put out of their delightful misery. Why not? In fact, I can already tell these are the residents of the village above us, but they've obviously been infected by the poison here. Now, let me find the way. Yeah, just follow the bridge. So if you hug the back wall, you will eventually come to a ramp that you can ascend, and that will take us to the Albinoric village. The Albinorics, okay. And immediately, if you see underneath me, these are supposed to be corpses right here. These are supposed to be piles of corpses. However, they are probably some of the worst textures I've ever seen in a From Software game, so I'm not entirely sure what they were going for here. But it does have lore implications that you see these bodies here. Okay? I apologise, but you are hostile. So, these guys, a little bit bloodborne-y. A little bit bloodborne-y, I would say. We'll get to her in a sec. Don't worry about that. Yeah, they will ambush you here. And I know there's a special item. I think there's a larval tear. Yeah, behind there. Yeah, they kind of remind me... In fact, there's a version of them later on which is more similar. They remind me of the... Oh, excuse me. Of the patients in the healing church in Bloodborne. The ones that sort of crawl on the ground. And like I say, the ones that have bags on their head are very, very similar to that. Right, okay, so there's a level tier, like I said. We'll just go get the grace site and talk to this guy. This village is done for. Please, even if it's just you, old Albus, hide well and still your breath. There you go. So that's a clue to an NPC that is hiding in this village. And extremely, extremely missable. And the ramifications for missing that NPC are quite great, because if you don't find them, you don't gain access to a whole entire area of the game, including a secret boss and the hardest boss in the game. So, extremely important that we find that NPC, and we will, don't worry. So, just scratching. Right. Watch out for another sorcerer over here. Okay. So, my assumption is they're hostile. Because this village has been attacked. Also, they spray, oh, that reminds me of Bloodborne 2. I think the little aliens that you hit... Oh, no, it's not. It's that's a pretty good sword, by the way. It's a magic scaling sword. I remember it's the squid heads in Bloodborne. The brain suckers, that's it. They shoot their white load all over the wall when you slash them. Lovely. Okay. I do apologise for anyone that finds that kind of humour vulgar, but, you know, you can't please everybody, can you? You can't please everybody. And I find it funny, obviously, so what you gonna do? So, we'll go talk to this NPC. This is not the hidden NPC. This is an NPC that we know and love. This is Nefeli Lou. So, Nefeli, how was it going?
Oh, it's you. Well, what do you make of it? What's happened to this village? I witnessed a sight much the same in my infancy. The oppression of the weak. Murder and pillage unchecked. A waking nightmare. Made by men.
Excuse me, just taking a drink there. Yes, so this massacre, that's not entirely clear, it's a bit clear here, you can see the bodies, but this massacre of this village, it's a bit closer to home than both me and Nefeli might think.
But this time, I'm a woman grown. And though the suffering cannot be undone, I can still mete out justice. Justice to the oppressors. Let the scars I carve remind them. I am Nefeli Lou, warrior.
You go, girl. Okay, sorry, I was just finishing off my hot chocolate. Now, is there an item up there or a message? It looks like a message, doesn't it? Yeah, that's fine. Although, they've piqued my curiosity now. Whoever's put that message up there has done their job. No, there's no item. We're good. But can I make it? Can I make it is the question. Yeah, you can through that tree. Okay. So somebody's attacking me up here. Oh, it is a depraved perfumer. Right here. Can be quite dangerous. They're not terribly tanky, but they throw explosive perfume in your face. And they also dropped a flower from the next area of the game. Mikola's Lily. Now, I'm actually interested in Mikola's Lily because it's named after the demigod Mikola. So I wonder what it says, actually. Excuse me. Mikola's Lily. A delicate water lily of unalloyed gold that has started to fade and wilt. Material used for crafting, blah blah blah, very rare. A flower signifying faith in the Halig tree. Thought to be beloved by the Empyrean Mikola in his youth. So, very interesting and very significant that it's in this particular village because, yes, there might be some ties to the Halig tree in some way. Watch out for this guy. Sorry, I completely missed it. There we go. Now, before we progress, it's actually quite well lit. Yeah, I never noticed it's so lit, but you'll see this pot standing out, this pot that almost looks like a jar of honey from Winnie the Pooh. Don't forget this item first, ivory sickle. This, ladies and gentlemen, is our NPC.
Please, no. Dear me. I haven't a clue. No secrets lie with me,
Not a one.
Oh, please leave me be.
I love how he says, not a clue. Very Welsh.
Wait then. You're not one of them? Well, what a relief. Oh, goodness me. I am Albus and Albinoric. As you can see, we're finished. The whole village is finished. The cursemongers have destroyed everything. No one that remains has their wits about them. I beg you. Would you look after this medallion? You must keep it out of the cursemonger's hands.
Ba-da-ba-da. Yes, there's half of the medallion that we need to access the secret area of the game.
And if you should meet the young Albinorek Latena, then please give it to her.
I shall. Old Albus. So, let's quickly read the Haley Tree medallion. Right half of a split medallion depicting the Halig tree. Brandishing the medallion with both halves conjoined will activate the Grand Lift of Rold, granting access to a hidden path. So there is a second Grand Lift, in addition to the Grand Lift of Dectus. In other words, this secret medallion will guide the bearer to the land of Miquella's Halig tree. There we are, ladies and gentlemen. A whole sexy new area that we can get to if we get the other side of this medallion.
A chosen land awaits us, Albinorix.
Oh, that's a bit close.
The medallion is the key that leads to the city. It's only a quaint treasure for we who cannot make the journey.
I mean,
But for dear Latena,
he looks like he's asking for it, to be honest.
needed to fulfill her purpose.
So, this poor man is about to perish.
My legs will soon fade, and with them my life. Alas, this is the immovable fate of all Albinorix.
Oh, please, cover your mouth. Albus? Albus? No! See ya. Oh, not even any runes for me. Rude. No, sorry. So yes, unfortunately, the Albinorix are imperfect, man-made creatures. They are homunculi. And because they are imperfect creatures, their legs are broken and they eventually fade away. And when their legs fade away, they die, unfortunately. So that is the fate of the Albinorix. Or so I am told. Right, bit of an ambush waiting here. Alright, we'll take out Sorcerer Dude. Oh, 1 second. No, I thought you'd die. Alright, you bitch. Couple more. Good enough. So, that was just a red scarab, I believe, so I'm not worried about that one. It's quite dark here, isn't it? Yeah, that's what this little glinty is. It shows you that you've missed a scarab and it's disappeared. Now, there is a boss over here. It might not look like it, but there is a boss. They are quite squishy, but they can do a lot of damage, especially at this stage in the game. When I first came back here on my first playthrough, after like doing most of the game, I obviously killed them in like 2 hits, and it was very amusing. But they can be a bit of a problem, and especially because, and this is probably a direct reference to the Capra Demon from Dark Souls 1, because this is a dual-wielding axe/sword guy, and there are a couple of doggos that come into the fight to make things a little more difficult. So I think we're going to try and drop down here first and take out the doggies first before we continue. There's a Runok. So we've got 1, 2, at least 2 doggies. Let me see if I had arranged. I do have a bow and arrow, but I can't be asked to equip it just yet, so I'm going to try and aggro them. Can we do that? Hello? There we go. Yes, come at me. Beautiful. And do you know what? I'm going to stay on torrent for this one, because I think this guy can be juggled. Let's see. No, they can't, but it's still... Oh! Multiple attacks in one go. Ah, there's a third doggy. I thought so. I did think so. Right. I'm just going to heal up Torrent, just so we're on the same page. Yeah, they're very stunnable. Very flinchable. So, this is an Omen Killer. There we go. Their attacks bleed you as well, so watch out for that one. Crucible Knot. I believe that reduces the amount of headshot damage that you take. So, pretty pointless talisman, unfortunately. What was I saying? Omen Killer, yes. I think the implication is, obviously, that they hunt omens, fell omens. And maybe they are responsible for chopping off the horns of those omens that we saw. The blue ones that gave us a hard time in that catacombs. Excuse me. Right, some more death and carnage here with some 2D some 2D textures. Yes, avert your eyes, children. Not because of the gore, but because of the bad graphics. Okay. I always remember there being a message here saying, if only I had some armor. If anyone gets that reference there, kudos to you if you do. Okay. Now that's it here. That is it. But, like I said, I think I may have yeah, I think I did. I think I missed a cave here. I do apologise. I think it's because I took that spirit spring and went up to fight the guy in the jail. So we're just going to double back. Nefeli, thank you. Always a pleasure. So yeah, we're just going to ride back. Is there a quicker way? Nah, that's fine. We're going to ride back and go to that cave that I told you about. Because inside of that cave is the Albinoric woman that Albus mentioned before he croaked it. And we need, if we go to that cave early, without the medallion, she will not converse with us. We need the medallion in order to talk to her fully and initiate her questline. So if we head back over here, now we're going by the lake this time, because the cave is embedded in the side of the cliff over here. Okay, statue of Marika. Do you know what, now I've taken my fucking dressing gown off, I'm getting cold. Do you know what, I might just put my slippers on. Yeah, 1 second please. Gotta keep your tootsies warm, haven't you? There, here we go. So just to show you which point, it's beneath these cauliflower looking things here. Let's go on in. Now the cave isn't much of an issue, it's more the boss. It is an old familiar face. It's a boss that we've already dealt with in a past life. Well, in a previous area of the game. Do I need to rest? Yes, I do. Don't have a physic flask on me. So in here, the primary mob is demi-humans, okay? Now it's quite dark, so you might want a torch, but I think we are good enough. Nice try. I think this is also our first sighting of tiny demi-humans. Are you a midget one? No. There are tiny ones, I promise. They're quite cute, actually. A bit like Furbies. Any 90s kids will know. Yeah, there's one over there, look. They squeak. Not as cute as our hubby, I'm afraid. Bark, but close enough. So, 1 second. Yes, we go down here. There might be more demis. Yep. Now, before we... Oh, there's a big one. So the progression is actually over this ledge here. But before we go there, there are some goodies to be had over here. So let's go have a look. Yes, very frightening. Okay, it's one of these guys, which was also a boss from earlier, but this is not the one I was talking about. That's a different enemy. Nice try. Oh, I missed. Okay. Any more? Hidden in the dark? Nope. A great knife. I don't remember that weapon at all. It literally just looks like a kitchen knife. A glorified kitchen knife spear talisman. I assume this is better for thrusting attacks. Let's see. Yeah, we can go there. Enhances counterattacks. Okay, yes. So, if you were using a spear or a rapier, and you manage to get in a counterattack, which I believe means if you attack an enemy whilst they are performing an action, so if they are attacking, or if it's an NPC, if they are healing or casting a spell, I believe you'll do more damage to them. Right, now we can go down. Further down into the crystal cave. Let me see. Yep. And here. Yes, I say crystal cave because look, there are indeed some crystals. It reminds me of the mission where you go inside Azora's Star in Skyrim to expunge the Daedra inside of it, to cleanse it. These are crystal snails. They are relatively non-threatening. Just watch out for their crystal spray on the ground. Oh! In fact, they're more snaky than snaily in a way. Kind of creepy. Okay, crystal moss, always good. Let's heal up. So yes, I think there's just, there's a few snails to deal with, nothing that we can't handle. There we go, and we should be getting to our destination shortly. A bit further to go. Now let me see where the best place to drop down is. It looks like it's here because there's an item on a ledge that appears to be missable. So let's get that. Soft cotton. That would have been good after the fact, but thank you. Soft cotton reduces fall damage, by the way, temporarily. A bit like the cat ring in Dark Souls or Demon Souls. There's another snail. I'll be honest, I didn't even know they had that spell. So I'm going to heal up again. Now, there is no fog wall here, but the boss is through this, into this room. I wonder if you can see them, actually. Ah. No, you can't, but I wonder where they actually come from. Anyway, you'll find out very shortly. Here we go. Ah, over there, that's why. So, it is a bloodhound. Trickier than you might think. Hard to flinch. Very agile. Do bleed damage. So I'm gonna stay healed up. Oh, they punished, but that's fine. I'm gonna get hit in. Good. Oh, I think that was a counterattack. Because they were about to do attack of their own. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Oh, that was a good strike, actually. I can't be angry. Okay. Let me just get out away from the wall there. Oh, that was very lucky. Okay, we're back. I'm going to get a strike. That's fine. I will trade blows with you happily, my dear fellow. Now, do not underestimate these fine fellows. There we go. There. So, traded a few blows, but I think we could afford to do that in our situation. And there is our first Cerulean Amber Medallion. That quite obviously increases your FP. So, for you mages out there. Right. So, here we are. This is the Albinoric one right here, as you will see. A lot prettier than their male counterparts. I think even as a gay man, I think I'd go for that instead of whatever those grotesque old men were in the village. So, Runark. Do 1 second. I'm just going to grab my water and take a quick sip. There we go. It's good to remain hydrated. Ladies and peeps, right. So here we go. Here is our Albinoric woman. So it looks like a tragedy has befallen her. She managed to escape, but at the cost of her dear beloved Lobo.
Foul Tarnished. What do you want? I told the all-hearing brute that I possess no such medallion. Or have you come to take more from me?
All-hearing, you say? Show the secret medallion.
Oh. Do you speak true? So old Albus entrusted his medallion to you. Then I've no choice but to trust that this was his dying will. Let's try again. I'm Latenna, an Albinoric, the same as
Whoa,
old
don't
Albus.
attack her!
My apologies for my coarse words earlier. I presume the worst.
Apology accepted.
Seeing that you're another Tarnished like that all-hearing brute, I hope that you will forgive me.
All-hearing brute. Does that ring a bell to anybody?
The medallion's better off in your hands anyway. Would you consider doing me a great service? I must go back. There is something I must do, even if I must say farewell to my wolf Lobo. Will you show me the way? To the land of Miquella's Halig tree.
Ooh, if you're offering.
Accept, I would gladly apprise you of the whereabouts of the medallion's other half.
Ah. She looks a bit like Jeanne d'Arc. Joan of Arc.
Thank you kindly. They say the other half of the medallion is beyond the Forbidden Lands, north of the Erdtree, in Castle Sol, on the mountaintops of the Giants.
Yes.
Accessible by the Grand Lift of Rold.
Yes, I've heard of it, thank you. Right, let's speak to her again.
Then I suppose it's time. Farewell, Lobo.
Oh.
My faithful wolf. My better half. I will go with the Tarnished, so that our journey will not have been in vain. Forgive me, Lobo.
I'm not crying, I'm not crying, I'm not crying. Right. It's actually quite sad.
When needed, and I will fight at your side.
So, Latenna, the Albinoric, she has given herself to us. We can now summon forth Latenna in ash spirit form. Now, one of the better summons in the game, S tier rank, I believe. You can basically, because her legs are broken, she can't use her legs, you can pop her down anywhere in a boss room, like in the back corner, and she will just fire constantly. She'll do constant DPS to the boss, and she's quite accurate and powerful, I believe. I've not used her myself because I use a certain other... There's only one summon in the game for me, I'm afraid, and most people will probably guess what it is, because it's basically unbeatable. But she's not bad at all. She's not bad at all, so you might want to plonk her down in a corner and see what she can do. So, now that we've got the Albinoric village, and that we've spoken to Latenna, and we've heard something about an all-knowing, or I beg your pardon, all-hearing brute. I mean, that just kind of gave it away. But somebody comes to mind, don't they? Yes, let's go to the Round Table Hold and see perhaps what's going on here. Oh, it's all spooky. What's happened? Ah, look who it is, finally. So now you show your true colours to me, wench. Sorry, it's a girl. Sorry, it's a guy. I beg your pardon. It looks like a lady, I apologise. Right, Ensha. There we go. Very weak. Very weak enemy. And that's it. We've now killed Ensha. And we get their weapon. And their armor set, question mark? Did we get it? One sec. It might be where they were stationed before. Yes, there we are. So we just got attacked by Ensha. There's the armor. Quite cool. Bit of a Dark Wraith themed armor set. So after acquiring the Healing Tree medallion, or half of it, and speaking to the Latenna girl, why have we just been attacked by Entra, who is Mr. All-Knowing's bodyguard in there? The plot thickens. By the way, when you're invaded, you're kind of spawned into a different roundtable hold briefly. I've actually explored that roundtable hold whilst being attacked by Entra, and there's nothing different. So you're not missing anything. You can't talk to any NPCs, and there's no like hidden Easter eggs or anything like that. So, what the hell is going on, Mr. All-Hearing, if that is your real name?
You. What is it?
About Entra. What the fuck?
Oh, my apologies for that nasty business. Encha got rather ahead of himself, it seems. As his master, I'd like to express my regret. But now, Encha is slain and gone. Finished. Forevermore.
Yes, but whose orders was he following exactly?
Ah, yes. By way of apology, allow me to tender some advice in regard to the half of the secret medallion you possess. Find the Albinoric woman. She hides in a cave to the west of the Laskia ruins, which jut from the mist-shrouded lake of Liurnia. She knows the location of the medallion's counterpart, I'm sure.
Oh. Mr. Ofnir, are you telling me that you and Encha slew an entire village to find half of a medallion, and when I bring that medallion to you, you don't even want it? I'll just let that sit with you for a second, whilst we contemplate life together. What the hell are you doing, man?
Well, what is it now? Find the Albinoric woman. She hides in it. She knows the...
Oh. That is what we can surmise from the situation, and somebody is going to confirm that for us down here if we go and talk to her. Because guess who has returned from their foray into Liurnia? 'Tis none other than Nefeli Lu, and she's back and depressed.
Ah, you. Please, leave me be. It's pathetic, I know, but I need to think.
Do tell.
Ah, you. Please, it's pathetic,
I thought she had more dialogue. Perhaps I need to rest again. Let me just try and rest here and see if she has anything else for us. 1 second. Okay. 20,000 souls. How many gold runes do I have? 1 second. What do we need these days? 18,000. Okay, so that's like what, 36,000 for 2 levels? Okay.
Ah, you. Please. It's pathetic, I know, but...
Okay, we can't do anything else with her just yet, but we will be able to not too long from now, so hold on to your horses. But yes, I'm not really spoiling anything there. We can surmise, because of the events that just unfolded in front of us, that Mr. All-Knowing had something to do with the devastation of this village. The genocide that has befallen the poor Albinoric people. Oops. Yes, yes, yes. Let's mull over that as we continue through the Liurnia of the Lakes. Now, bit of a shortcut here, yes. Now we're going to carry on along the edge of the map here, and soon enough we'll be back. Oh, ignore you. Soon enough we'll be back up on the the embankment over here. Like I said, we will be exploring the actual lake itself after we've done the edges first, just so we don't miss anything. Cover all our bases. All your bases are belong to me. Right, that was a bad idea. Nope. Okay. So if you damage these guys without killing them, just watch out, because they can suddenly do their crazy spinny attack and kill you in one hit. So here is a rise. Oh, this reminds me, there was something else. I beg pardon. You may remember there was a sorcerer's rise here by the Black Knife Catacombs and the Minor Erd Tree and the Tower of Sauron. Now, I didn't go there, and I didn't go there on purpose, because you can't interact with this tower yet. You need something, okay? You need an item, and you need a gesture. And you can only really get that item and gesture once you've been to Hogwarts. So it is, in fact, a similar situation to where we are right now. This rise, we cannot interact with it properly until we have the gesture that we require, because erudition must guide thee. So we need something to do with erudition. I believe erudition, if I remember, it's something to do with the acquisition of knowledge. Cuckoo Glintstone, we can get that at least. There's nothing behind the pillar either. So yes, we somehow need to be able to get up here. Now, there might actually be an item behind this rise as well, up on the wall. I might as well rest. Let's level up, please. Yeah, give me some HP. Why not? Why the heck not? So we go up here. We could just use Torrent, but whatever. Now there should be an item, I think. Hang on. No, am I thinking of a different place? Or is it down below? Ah, it's down below, I beg your pardon. There we go. Magic Grease. Not going to use ever, but ticked off the list at least. Right, some more marionettes, and the second Minor Erd Tree of the lakes. Here we go. We're going to get another set of crystal tears over here. Now, before that, I'm just going to look over here, see if there's anything. I don't think there is. This is the other side of the Moonlight Altar. Yep. Where is the map for this place? I think, to be honest with you, I don't think it's this one. I think, and I could be wrong, but I think there's one up here somewhere. And I think it is that map that we require. So we're exploring this mapless, but that's okay. It's not too complicated. It's quite linear. Again, just a flower. Great. Thank you. A little sneak peek there. We'll be able to go and get catacombs there, I believe. But before that, let's do this. Now, there's usually a Jesus statue in front of these things. Yes. Okay, we can summon two if we needed to. Oh, and look, there's tree guardians. Oh, she fell over. Right. So there's the avatar up there. I'm just going to make sure there's no other enemies that are going to surprise us as we engage this boss. And I remember sorely from last episode that this guy can now cast the beams of light twice in a row, which is a bit scary. No, it looks like we're good. Let's go for it. I'm not sure you can sneak up on this guy either, so that's why I'm just going for it, to be honest. Foot stomp. Nope. Well, I didn't dodge. Can I see, please? Thanks. Delayed swing. Okay, getting to a stagger point here. One more jump should do it. Yeah. In the gooch. On the precipice of their gooch. Right, that's a bit risky, but we'll do a dodge roll at the right time and avoid damage. Alright, here it is. I'm not going to get on torrent this time. I'm just going to run perpendicular to the boss. And I'm going to keep running until I stop seeing beams shooting at me. Delayed swing. Boop. Bam. Pathetic. Pointless even. Right, let's have some fresh timber for our fire right here. There we go. Thank you. Some divine timber. Yeah, if this was like an MMORPG or something, or like Minecraft, that boss would be dropping some divine timber or something like that, wouldn't they? Cerulean Crystal Tear, so that is for restoring FP, and this is one of the 2 ruptured tears in the game. So this is one that you can equip into your physic flask, and it will explode. So you'll turn into a bomb, or an electrode, or a volt orb, and you can use self-destruct. I could have made a real-life example joke there, but that's probably going to be in bad taste, so I shall refrain. Okay. Let's take care of you. So that's it for that one. Now, again, it's horrible, miserable fucking weather. Don't make a beautiful, wonderful game and then hide most of it behind a sheet of fog and piss so I can't see it. Okay. I could go rest of that grey site and clear it up, but CBA. Bad attitude, but I know. What can you do? Right. Okay, there's no point looking at my map because we don't have a map. But over here in this woody bit, excuse you. Over here in this woody bit, we're going to get our final Shibriri grape. Okay. Now you remember I said it was tied to the to what went down in Castle Morn. Oh. It's fine. Now, remember, there is a catacombs down there. We'll go there soon, but let's just deal with this first, because I'm eager to show you. And there is a grey site as well that we can grab. So I'm just going this way first to show you a little bit of world building. Some slain misbegottens. Look here, look. Who could have done this, I wonder? I wonder. And the bodies lead up to this shack. The Revenger's shack. And we've just been thrown off a horse. So, ladies and gentlemen, dear old Dad got his revenge, but in doing so, he became infected by the frenzied flame. There. So let's see what you can do, buddy. Right, what are you doing? I'm gonna let you cast your little spells. Yeah, do it. Show me. Show me your strength. Yes. It's not quite good enough, is it, Dada? My dearest Papa. My dearest Mama. There we go. I am sorry, Edgar. Give me your grapes. There, and look. I don't care so much about the grape. Look how many meat bundle. We got a +8 halberd, but look how many dumplings we got. Beautiful. How many do we have now? We have 3 plus what's ever in our storage. And there is more. Yes, look at all this juicy meat. Juicy human meat that I can eat. And or yeet. Sorry, couldn't resist. There. Right, I won't rest just yet because we'll get to the catacombs, but there we go, that's our final Shibriri grape. We can only get that grape if we follow Edgar's quest up until that point, so make sure you do it. Also, I think the implication is, or the inference, is that he's a banished knight, because he has the same movesets and the same armour as a banished knight. I can't really be asked with you lot, but here we are. Okay, some more. Go. Yes, I think he's a banished knight because he has, like I say, the same aesthetic and attacks. Don't think there's anything behind here, but I will check for the sake of completeness. No, all good. Okay. Right, let's just get to this grey site in here. And I'll check the time as well. Okay. Absolutely flown by. Excuse me. almost tempting to do 4-hour episodes, but honestly, I don't think people will want to sit through 4-hour episodes, let alone 2-hour episodes. So this is what we're stuck with, I'm afraid. Now, if I was if I was streaming it, if I was like streaming this, although I'm not sure many people would stream a walkthrough, it would be a bit weird, wouldn't it? Someone just sat there talking the whole time, explaining what to do in the game. Oh, they just fell over. Yeah, if you were streaming a game, by all means, like, upload the VOD, and there you go. Even if it's like, 4 or 5 hours or something. Did I get the Jeebus statue? Oh, stopped me from jumping there. So, a bit of a clue, we heard the door open in that direction, behind that wall. And that is because these walls are fake, right here. But before we do that, let's go down here first, because this is the optional path for the goodies. And we are a sucker for some goodies. Now, check your corners, check your corners. I rolled the wrong way. Right. Ah, shite. I'm gonna get bled. Bled like a fat pig. Okay. Lots of glovewort. Get you and you. That's the Watchdog's staff, so the magic variants of the Grave Watchdogs. That's the weapon they use. Oh shit. I'll be honest, I didn't see the trap there. Got me good. Look at that, all 3 shots hit me. Pathetic gameplay from Monty Bard. Monty Bard's highlight of sucking. Okay. Nope, we're good. Fake. So I think this final bit here is a clue for anyone that didn't discover back there that, there are in fact secret or illusionary walls in this place. So I need to... Hello. I need to go back and look for the boss door. There's another one behind me. But they're a bit late to the party. Fool. Right, what treasure do we get? Any more, please? Nope. Raya Lucaria Soldier Ashes. I'm gonna say shit. I don't really know, but I've not heard much about them, and that's probably not a good thing, so we'll just assume shit. I did it again. Okay. So back up now, we can go do the boss. Now the boss in this place, not a cakewalk. Not a cakewalk. You'll see why. Go. Oh. Excuse you. Bastard. Okay. I'm gonna be a bit cheeky. I'm not gonna go get my flasks back because I'm lazy. I would advise against doing that, but look, I might get my comeuppance and fucking die again. So we'll see. Right, here's our boss room. Yeah, we've got 4 flasks and a magic flask. Okay. So this boss, it is a boss within a boss. You'll see what I mean. You have to defeat a mirage, an illusion, before you can defeat the real boss, and you'll see what I mean. It just so happens that the mirage happens to be a Crucible Knight, and it's a type of Crucible Knight that we haven't seen before. It's an it's a tree Crucible Knight? Question mark? I forget the exact name, but oh goodness me, that was quicker than I thought. But we're okay. Oh, good reach. I actually struggle with these ones. Oh, more than the old regular Crucible Knights. Because their moves, I never really learned their moves because the drill attack. Feels like we're in Gurren Lagann, whatever it's called, the anime. 1 second. So, we're looking for the snail here. This is the real boss. Alright, they're going to disappear. Go over here. We might not be able to finish them off, which is absolutely fine. Try and get one more hit in, maybe. No, that's fine. We have to go again. So, you can see why this boss is a bit of a problem. We have to fight multiple Crucible Knights in order to be able to defeat the boss. Please? Okay. You're just going to stand there. Oh shit. Quick, 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 quick. Oh, I thought that would be a stagger. This will. This will. No, not going to stagger. Okay. There, good. Right, snail caller thingy-majiggy. Where are you going to appear there? Nope. Where are you there? I'm just going to do a jump attack. Quick, 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 quick. There we go. Ah. So look at that. They even spawned another version of the Crucible Knight, the original version. So yeah, those ones with the big lances, I never really got used to those. Because I fought the original, that type of Crucible Knight right there in the jail, in the first jail in Limgrave. I got so used to their attack patterns. But for those ones, I never really got to learn their moves per se. And also, we've reached a little bit of a milestone. You see the top left? Our red is now officially bigger than our green. What level were we to get that? 56. There we go. 56 levels for our red to overtake our green. Now, we can actually teleport up here. So, there we go. That's a bit of a tricky one. You might want to summon your own buddies to help you out there if you are struggling. Excuse me, struggling. Okay, now we're heading north. So we took out poor Daddy. I hope you weren't expecting any happy endings for for NPCs in the Soulsborne world. Now I know this this probably has nothing to do with the Dark Souls world, but you know what I mean, the same type of game, the same creators. Okay, here we have another jail. This one can be a little bit tricky, and you'll see. I hope I healed, by the way. I probably didn't. Oh, I did. Okay. So, this is going to be one of those carrion trolls. The spell blades. Quite tanky, can do a bit of damage, and also they will use their phalanx spell periodically to fire down at you, and it does quite a bit of damage. So let's see what we can do here. That's fine, I don't mind a bit of AoE damage. Okay, let's try and get some just normal head strikes in. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we ended up doing... Oh, well, we would have ended up doing more damage than the crit, but... okay, here's phase 2. I don't think phase 2 actually does anything. There we go. Yes, so... they are struggling to deal with our big fuck-off sword here, unfortunately for them. And... get fucked. There we go. And we get their spell, the Great Blade Phalanx. A very, very, very good spell for mages. Take note. Okay? A good spell for mages. It does better damage, but the main attraction of that one is it does quite good stagger damage. And it flinches the enemy more. So, you may wish to add that to your sorcery repertoire going forwards. Ah, yes, I was going to say there's one of the singing harpies up here. One sec. She might have glowy eyes as well. Alright, let's take these. Yeah, she does. It's a shame though, she doesn't drop she herself doesn't drop many souls, but she drops a golden rune. Otherwise I'd pop a golden chicken foot. Chicken feet, more popular in some cuisines and you might think, God, I've sent them flying. I have a Vietnamese friend, and they are quite the fan of chicken feet. I'm afraid I couldn't quite bring myself. I'm actually not the biggest fan of chicken in the first place, especially like roast chicken and stuff, or if it's in like a casserole or something like that. I'm more of a like if it's fried, or if it's in tossed in a salad, perhaps is okay. Alright, okay. So these ones are a little bit tanky, but there we go. Golden Ring +6. And an Arterio leaf. Anything else, please? No. Okay. Well, at least we can see now, even though it's already getting to nighttime, of course. There, we're on the other side of the Hogwarts now. Yes, we've come from there to here. So, up here, the 4 belfries. Now, before we do that, there should be a Site of Grace coming up shortly. There it is. Go grab that first, please. Hang on. I thought it was there. Where are you? There you are. So make sure we get this first. So the way to progress onwards is up through there where those red jellyfish are. But first we are going to go up to the 4 belfries. And in the process of doing that, we're going to be getting some good old karma. We're going to get some sweet, sweet revenge, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else. Oh yes. So look out for these carrion knights. I think these ones are headless. Yes, hence the... Oh, they're not roaring, as you can hear. Oh. Well, they just roared, so... Ooh. They did something. Turns out you can roll with that ahead. Speaking of chickens, I remember there was... Oh, God. There was a cock, which is short for cockerel, by the way. Oh, excuse me. Right, do you mind? I'm trying to tell a story. There was a cockerel that had most of its head removed. I could only assume it was going to be executed for the, to be eaten. But it had most of its head removed, and despite that fact, it stayed alive. And I think it stayed alive for a while. And it just carried on its chickeny way, scratching the ground, and I think they had to feed it. I think they had to feed it through like a pipe or something down its throat. Alright, it just did the phalanx spell. There we go. That's fine. So yes, the tale of the headless chicken. Quite gruesome, but many, many years ago now, God. I remember that from a child. I think there's one more troll coming up. Potentially, I think there should be, yeah, there we go. So one more guardian of the 4 belfries. I'm just gonna stay behind and attack their tootsies. A bit greedy, but that's fine. Yeah, not a problem. You're gonna fall over again, I think. No, you disappeared. Use you. Ah! Oh my goodness, where are you? Stop it! Thank you. Ooh. So, the 4 belfries, people. Here we are. Now, as you might imagine, there are 4 belfries. So, There are 4, but only 3 of them have sending gates, okay? Only 3 of them. There is a Site of Grace. Should be. Yeah, there we go. So, a bat in the hand is worth 2 in the belfry. As the Joker says. Oh, what can we do here? Yeah, that's fine. Can I equip my bow yet, please? It's only a shitty little bow, but I use it more for utility purposes. Yes, we can. Okay, good. So our weight is looking quite nice now. So the 4th belfry up here contains an imbued sword key, if I can talk correctly. That is used. There are 3 in the game, that's one of them. They are used to open the other sending gates here, okay? Now, the one I would recommend going for first, although it doesn't matter too much, the other 2 have talismans, okay? But the one that we want, now there should be a message. I think it's here because it just said time for revenge. Yeah, there we go. The precipice of anticipation that I've been referencing the entire game. It's this place. Okay, it's the starting area of the game where we got our ass whooped by the grafted scion. This is the gate I want to go to. So, for lore and quest reasons, and for personal reasons. And that's because I want to beat the fucking shit out of this fucking spider that made a fool of us when we started our game. Yes, thank you, From Software, for giving us a chance to get revenge. Now, do not walk onto this little ledge here where those butterflies are, okay? Because you will fall and die. Okay? Actually, if you manage to beat this boss on your first playthrough, you need to die in order to progress with the game. So you would run off to here and fall off in the style of the painted world of Ariamis. So now we're approaching from the back side. We get some nascent butterflies. I don't know what they're for. I never use them, but they're quite rare apparently. And now, oh sweet, sweet, sweet justice. I hope you've been waiting for me patiently, my darling. Yes, look at the damage we're doing. Come on, hit me. Hit me. Say it. Omae mo shinderu. Nani? Sorry, I couldn't help it. I've always wanted to do that as well in a recording. There you go. Bucket list complete. Permission to die. Right. So yes, that was very, very enjoyable for me. Okay. Now, we can go back to the original roomie. The original room. A roomie is a different thing. As you can tell, I like to make nicknames out of things. So yeah, there is possibly our Finger Maiden who perished. My theory is that Anastasia, the Tarnished hunter, killed her. That's my theory. So yeah, here's the beginning room. I remember there was a message here that said something ridiculous, and it had a trillion likes. Appraisals. Here we are, home sweet home. Now what we've come for, okay, there's a little door hidden here. Now this would have been locked the first time we came here. In fact, it definitely was. But we have come here for this, okay? That's a key item. It's not a spirit ash, okay? And now before we leave, there's one more thing. Right here. That's the summon, okay? That's the summon. But the key item, what is this about, please? Okay. Ashes of a hawk, revered by all others as sovereign back in the days when Stormvale's winds still raged like no other. This ancient monarch is proud, however, refusing to answer anyone's summons. Anyone's summons? Well, let's test that theory, shall we? Now, you remember I wanted to speak to Nefeli again? Do you remember, people? Well, now is the time that we speak to Nefeli again, okay? Nefeli, we need to give these ashes to her to rekindle her warrior spirit, okay? Only we can save Nefeli.
Ah, you, please. It's pathetic, I know, but...
Excuse me?
Ah, you, please.
Nefeli? Nefeli, please. You're making me look like a fool, Nefeli. Right, 1 second. Am I missing something here? Let me talk to Ofnir again. Maybe Gideon Ofnir has something else to say. I beg your pardon. We had to speak to Nefeli and then come back to Gideon. So, here we go.
You've already heard. Indeed. It seemed the whelp harboured suspicions, so I had no further use for her. Honestly, what's a man to do? A determined plebeian is more wicked than an omen horn, quite frankly. I suspect that's just what the Queen wants. A dose of ambition to incite the Tarnished.
Oh, he really is, for want of a better word, a cunt. There you go. I mean, he's a great character, but it's quite obvious that he's also an utter bastard. So, Nefeli, you found out the truth, haven't you, about your daddy?
Ah, you, please. It's pathetic, I know. So you know already, do you? Right. It's true. My father cast me out for indulging my emotions, forgetting the mission, punishment for offing his pawns. Lord Gideon has offered me guidance all my life. I would have done anything for him, to place him on the throne of Elden Lord. And yet though it was not my intent, I betrayed him.
No, you didn't, girl. He betrayed you.
And I can no longer trust in Father. To think he'd order his men to enact such tragedy. Where is the justice he purports in that? He once told me that if he became Elden Lord, he would never allow the downtrodden to be cheated ever again. Was he simply lying to me?
Absolute power corrupts absolutely.
No. How could I say that? Father has always given me his guidance. And now, I've lost it.
You have a new purpose.
Is that ash? I can smell the ancient storm in it. My thanks. I'll gladly take it.
Now, this is all we can do for Nefeli up until this point, okay? There will come a time where Nefeli's purpose shall become clearer again later in the game. But this is all we can do for now for her.
I'm not like Roderica. I don't feel the presence of spirits, let alone see them. Still, this ash, it reminds me of my first hawk. Thank you.
Okay, Nefeli. So, we have done our duty in lieu of this cruel bastard over here who has now officially disowned his foster daughter because he was angry that she questioned him about murdering an entire village of helpless homunculi. So, and apparently, good on her, she killed his other pawns, his spies that were in the village causing the massacre. So, good on her. Right, now that we've done that, we continue, okay? So we go back to this one. Trying to think if there's anything else I've forgotten. Don't believe so. Okay, check the time while we're loading here. Bloody PS5 loading times are too quick. Don't have time to check and drink and scratch my bollocks and... No, I'm kidding. Right, so... Before we get to the clearly evil jellyfish over there, we're going to go up here first. There's a little encampment for us to do. Okay? Okay, so these are good jellyfish. We leave those alone. I'm not dealing with Troll Boy again. If I can help it. No, we want to go past them. Excuse me, thank you. Now, don't go down there yet. I know it's tempting, but first you will go up here. Okay? And you will take these guys out, and there should be a knight as well, probably behind me. Somewhere. Oh, yeah, there they are. Well hidden. That's fine though, we can take care of the lackeys first. Und das Count. Excuse me. Well, they died. That's fine. Excuse me. Do you know what? I usually fight these by juggling them, but on this occasion, come on. Bring it. Let's fight you mano a mano, Mr. Glowy. Boom. Death from above. Praying mantis strike. There we go. See, I can do it off the horse as well. Right. So, let's get a little treasure here. Some Albinorian blood. And some Smithing Stone 4. Very, very welcome. Which reminds me, how many Smithing Stone 3 do we have, please? Because I've still only got 3. Ugh. There's a couple mines here in Lionia, so I'm sure we will get more, but I want them now, so I can level up my sword now. Oh, there's a pumpkin, I forgot about you. I just heard someone throwing something at me. Okay. I beg your pardon, I think I missed a sorcerer. Yeah, okay. So take out this guy too. Bitch. Okay. Sanctuary Stone. Oh, we got his helmet, there you go. Very, very, very popular helmet, as you'll see, like, a lot of people wearing it, as you probably already have through this walkthrough. Phantom's wearing the pumpkin head. Rather disgusting, if you ask me, but I'm a bit more of a traditional Souls player. No. Oh, you cocksucker. Fucking suck on my fucking cock! Thank you. Don't do that. Well, if you're offering. Right. There you go. So yeah, also just these basic hollows, like, they're obviously, like, shit has happened. I can only assume this is to do with the Golden Order breaking down and the introduction of, like, the Rune of Death and then Destined Death into the world. Like, people have obviously started to lose it. And I guess live in death, perhaps? I don't know entirely why these people are like hollows and why they're a bit mindless. I'm sure there's a simple explanation, but there are some gaps of knowledge in my lore, I'm afraid. So I'll check that camp thoroughly in a second. We'll just go here to get one of the more popular items in the game, would you believe? Take these out. These are bad jellyfish. You have my permission to kill. Oops. There you go. Oh! They were about to do it again. Good enough. Okay. So, one of the more popular items in the game. Ta-da! People like to use this. I believe it's a great shield. It's quite a light great shield, but people use it because the ability on it gives you a buff to your I want to say strength, but let's just say damage. It gives you a damage buff. So people are very fond of using that one. I don't, because it's literally the head of a jellyfish, and I couldn't think of anything more repulsive in my entire life, but you might like it, so you have my blessing. So yeah, there was a treasure chest, and now here, through here, there should be a patrol, much like the one in Limgrave, with the trolls pulling it. A troll patrol. I'm sure I made that joke last time as well, so I apologise. Now, The doggies... The doggies and the... Oh, okay, these guys have seen me, but they're very slow. I'm going to wait for the knight. I want to deal with the knight first, if I can. Because they will be a problem otherwise. Watch your back. Okay, they're pretty much as good as dead. I need some more green, please. Oh, he's going to joust me. No. Shit. Try again. There we are. Lol, the way they died. The stood up death. Okay. It's tempting to get off my horse for these because they flail so annoyingly. They're also very spaced out for some reason. There you go. How much health? Full health. Thank you. Okay. So just a few more stragglers over here. Again, beautiful time for an AoE spell or oops, there you go. I told you the cuckoo glintstones can be a little bit problematic. Yeah, good time for some AoE here. With all these peeps. Also a good time for a huge clunk of metal going into your face. There's a second knight. Forgot about you. We'll go deal with the smaller guys first. I saw the other one there. Okay. Now, this guy means business, that's why. It's not a knight, I apologise. It was just a soldier. It looked like a knight. Okay, so it's just one knight. Now, let's take out the trolls and we'll get the loot in the carriage in a second. Okay, these guys are a bit weaker than the average troll. Probably because they have a huge fucking stake going through their entire body. Might have something to do with it. And I always find it shocking that the second troll doesn't aggro while you're beating up on his pal. Not a very good friend, are you, mate? Okay. There we go. One attack to send them over. You'll also see above me lots and lots of balloons to get some golden runes. God, the shit, you don't realise the potential for rhyming sometimes. Some balloons to get some golden runes. You don't know until it hits you that you're a genius. Okay. This is a good item for mages or magic builds. Okay? The Carrion Knight Sword. This is a good old-fashioned long sword, but it scales with magic. Okay? I won't show you, it's pretty self-explanatory. But also, the ability on it is not too bad. I think it has the Carrion Grandeur ability, which it creates a big fuck-off sword that gets bigger and bigger and bigger the longer you hold it down. And then it thrusts forward in a vertical motion. So, quite a good sword, indeed. One of the best swords for mages, I will say, is actually something called the Moonveil sword. I think you... Do you know what? I think you actually get it from the tunnel here. Where you... That boss there that you is near the locked door by Alexander. I think that's where you get the Moonveil sword. That's one of the better magic weapons because it does magic damage and also applies bleed, and it has a good Ash of War on it that lets you do a wind slice. A bit like Sephiroth. Okay. Maybe it's an homage to Sephiroth. So I'm going to quit my bow now, and I'm going to use it here to take care of some of these. Okay. Let me see if I can get any more while I'm here. The guys won't aggro you unless you get close by to them. Bit higher. Let's try there. Bit higher. Bit higher. I'm curious to see if I can hit it. No, it went through it, did you see? So you have to be at a certain range before they pop. Oh my lord. Oh shit, I actually hit a marionette. Oh, for fuck's sake. You can lock onto them too. Can you please just... Oh my fucking... Please. Just put me out of my misery. Please. Thank you. Okay. Right, we might as well go kill these guys while we're here. I know we're kind of venturing to the lake a little bit. Oh, these are my worst, the archers. They are the worst. Especially when they do their spaz attack. Right. Some arrows, very nice. It's actually rarer than you think to find normal bog standard arrows in this game. You gonna come down to play? You thinking about it? Can I just... I think I can use my bow. I think they literally have like 2 HP. Yeah. So a level 0 bow is more than enough to deal with those. It's actually quite nice to be able to use a bow on those fucking dragonflies for once. So yeah, I'm just coming here to get the balloons for now, okay? We'll worry about the lake a bit later on. Thank you. Lots of juicy runes to level up. There we go. So I think if you get... Oh, don't you dare. I heard you. No. Ah. There we go. So, I think if you get close enough to these balloons, they just pop anyway. Well, they don't pop, sorry. They let the marionettes fall. So, watch out for that. Also, I had been playing some Demon Souls before this. Not today, like within the last month. And for some reason in that game, the default button for... Oh, shit. Spin to win. The default button for firing arrows in that game is the trigger, the R2 trigger button, as opposed to just R1. So I've been clicking that sometimes like a bit of a fool, I'm not going to lie. Here we go. So we're very close to our map now. So we can go get that finally, even though we've explored most of the area up until this point. Yeah, sneaky little grace, actually. Okay, we'll rest up. I don't think we really needed to, but we can get a level 2. Yeah, give me that. Okay. And we will go and grab the map, please. Lionia, west. There we go. So look, we've literally got everything but the lake now. Okay, so look, we started all the way down here. We went along. We went to the Albinoric village first, but then we doubled back to get to this cave. So, yeah, don't miss that cave like I did, like a twat. Also, we did the jail there. We went through the swamp. We did the rise. We did the minor oak tree catacombs. We killed Dad to get the Shaburi grapes. We fought the giant. Okay. We went up to the belfry. We went back to the precipice. We killed that guy to get revenge. We got the thing for Novelli. We got the jellyfish shield. We went through. We killed the singing harpy. And then we got to here, and we... Oh, sorry, I beg your pardon. We got to here. We took out that patrol with the 2 trolls, and then we did all the balloons in the lake here, and we are now at these ruins. Okay. Now this is the road. I mean, these are the King's Realm ruins, but this is the road to Caria Manor. Okay. Now, I don't think I want to do the Carian Manor. Ooh. Before I do... Excuse me? Oh, it's these guys, yep. You've just got to sort of... They don't go too far, they go... Yeah, they don't go as far as you think when they disappear. There's a few of them, I'm afraid. Okay, it's probably better to use Torrent. Watch out for traps, though. I think there are magic traps on the floor. Some doggies. Might as well. Ah, I heard you. Shit. Fucked it. Where did you go? Show yourself. Another Skyrim quote. It reminds me of when you de-aggro an enemy and they're like, "You can't hide from me," and you're like 1 centimeter away from them. Skyrim never change. Rhymed crystal bud. That's a rarer crystal bud that we usually can only get from the mountains of the giants. Come on. There's those two. I'm gonna wait for the other guy to appear. Watch them be behind me. Ah, there. Hey. Where are you? Come on, I can hear you. There. Good old surround sound. So that's an illusory wall. You actually don't need to activate it, you can just literally just go around here if you wanted, I think. Yeah, you can just jump around there. So we will get to that shortly. But like I said, we're not going up to the manor just yet. I think I would like to do the... yes, I think I'd like to do Hogwarts first, to be honest with you. Sorry, I'm just jumping around like an imbecile. Ah, hello. Ah, EG, forgive me. These royal guards were placed in our trust, but we stood no chance. There we go. Sorry, I'll just do a random voice for every ghost I come across. There's one of the sword traps. Okay. So, you'll see there's little... Oh, 1 second. There's little swords sticking out the ground, and if you go near them, they will explode. And... oh, a little detail, if they explode near a wall of the ruins, it will actually explode the wall. Oops. There we go. Now remember the old tale of the ruins. There's always a cellar in a ruins. Repeat that mantra to yourself, please. Come here. Come here. Good boy. Right. So let me get my bearings a second. I think the cellar is off that way. And there is a boss in this one. Now, it can be a tricky boss for some people, especially if you are under-leveled, okay? Let me see, I think it's over this way. It might even be an illusory one. Is it right there? Yes, look here. There you go. Hidden. So this boss can be tricky for some people, and I think they were more difficult for me when I first played the game. Famous last words, by the way, but now I don't find them so tricky, okay? It is our first Revenant. Nightmarish bloodborne creature. The key, I would say... I didn't mean to run into them. Is to be aggressive. Honestly, no, they don't stagger for very long. That's fine, that's fine. They don't apply bleed or anything, thankfully. But they do a million attacks in the space of 2 nanoseconds. The key is aggression. Don't be afraid of the Royal Revenant. There you go. That's my 2 cents on the matter. Okay. This is a frozen needle. I assume it does frostbite damage to enemies. I don't think ice is its own element in this game. Like, its own, yeah, magic, fire, lightning, holy. I assume it scales under magic. So there you go. Oh, more doggos. Oh, you don't get to live, I'm afraid. Bad boy. So, we did that. There was something else I wanted to do, wasn't there? I thought I remembered something while I was whilst I was recapping on all of this shit. There probably is, but that's fine. So we're going to talk to this guy up here. Now this is a troll, but it's a friendly troll. It's like the BFG. if anyone knows Roald Dahl. Can we level up at all? I don't want to anyway, actually, because this guy's a merchant as well as a smith. So, that's my sword, look. So this is a bit of a callback to... God, he's got loads of them. Can I have one? I mean, literally, I could dual hand 2 great swords. If you please, just please give it to me. I don't know why that reminded me of the Master Sword a little bit, but, oh god, he's got 3! Are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, a bit of a throwback to the blacksmith giant in Dark Souls 1 and 3. So let's talk to PEGI.
Well, look at you. We don't receive many visitors. I presume you are tarnished? What brings you here?
Oh, another fine Welsh gentleman. You may remember Blythe. When we completed the first part of Blythe's quest back in Limgrave, Blythe mentioned that there would be a giant man in this sort of vicinity, and that we should talk to him and tell them that Blythe sent us. This is one of Blythe's friends.
Oh, pardon me. It's hardly my place to ask, is it? I am PEGI, a blacksmith who once served the Carian royals. An old codger who refuses to retire his rusty hammer. So here I am, still quietly plying my trade on this spot. Perhaps you'd like a display? These bones are old, but still able.
You could hammer me anytime, PEGI. Right. So, hang on, let's just see what he's got for sale. So, he's got some nice juicy bits for sale here. And you'll see in a second that he will sell something else to us shortly. He can also level up our weapons, I believe to +10, so like Hugh. And then he's going to have a warning for us.
Oh, watch out there. When I'm absorbed in my smithing, I lose sight of all else. If you come too close, I'm apt to cause you harm. I am, after all, terribly large compared to you, Tarnished. You don't know how hard it is not to break anything while I work.
Well, you know, it's not always about height, it's about how wide you are as well. You have a tendency to break things. Anyway. Talk more.
Brave Tarnished. A word of warning, if you please. This territory once belonged to the Carian royal family. Their manor lies not far beyond this point. When the Raya Lokari Academy turned on the Carians, the Knights of the Cuckoo descended on this tract.
Cuckoo?
After leveling it, they carried on to the manor. The Carians were taken off guard, but their strength had not waned, and they repelled the Knights' onslaught by conjuring an enchanted snare that remains potent to this day.
Gotcha.
That is why I say, Tarnished, don't go near the manor, unless you wish to lie with the corpses of the heedless Knights of the Cuckoo.
I love how he says cuckoo about the advice.
I've explained the peril of the enchanted snare that remains at the Royal Carian Manor. Whatever you do, brave Tarnished, stay away from that death trap.
Have you ever heard of reverse psychology, PEGI? Blythe sent me, so here we go.
Blythe actually did that. Did he? Quite a rare occurrence for such a guarded soul as he. Perhaps he sensed something unusual about you. At any rate,
It's not
if you're friendly
unusual.
with Blythe, I've something else that might suit you.
Oh, yes. PEGI's willing to bring out some of the good stuff for us right here. As a talisman. Now, I think you can still get this without doing that first part of, Blythe's quest, but we can get it, we can get it early here, so lowers FP consumed by skills. It's not bad, there you go. I will buy it, But I kind of also want these. I do want these because there's only 3 of each of them. So that tempts me. I can't sell to you, can I? No, 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 no. How many gold? Oh, I got fucking loads of gold runes, didn't I? This will be good. Let's see how many we can get. 12,000. This is 1.6. They also did add in the game, it tells you now how many, they patched it in, it tells you how many runes you gain if you go onto the description of a golden rune. So this one will give you 200 runes, but we'll get 2k because we collected a load. There we go. Now, I don't think we can afford everything, but what can we get, old EG? We can get all those. And we get 2 of those. Oh, I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to actually buy them, but oh well. And I suppose it doesn't really matter. So we will come back, and we'll get all those from EG. Now, before I finish the episode and quit YouTube forever, I'm kidding. God forbid. I'm not religious, by the way, but for some reason in our family we like to say God forbid. As not to jinx ourselves, or wish ill upon somebody. Right. I guess it's like saying touch wood. That's another one that I tend to do. And I even if there's no wood nearby, I do the old touch on I touch my forehead and say touch wood, as if it's going to make any difference to anything. God, if the world worked like that, Jesus Christ, I wouldn't have to work a day in my life. Right. So we just got a first glimpse of the wondrous, despicable creatures here. Yes. The creepy carrion hand things. Oh, look, there's a trap here laid for us. This is a big one. Now, these are one of the worst enemies in the game. A lot of people hate them, and for good reason. They're very tricky to deal with, and they like to bash into you and flinch you. So, let's see what we can do. Right, we're doing good damage, which is nice to see. I'm going to get off torrent, because I will get thrown off anyway. Okay, that's good. They're also very tanky, so do be careful. And there is an even bigger version than that. And when I say bigger, I mean big. So the reason I came here is for the Intelligent Knot crystal tier. I missed this in my first playthrough, so it is imprinted on my brain that the location of that particular crystal tier is right there. So just to point out again, the location for that painting that we got in the artist's shack near Jarberg is located right here. Okay, so you have to go up through the manor, and then eventually you can explore this cliff up here. We will be doing that eventually. I'll tell you what, let me carry on a little bit, because this is where you get Hoarfrost Stomp. Let me just go there, actually. So I'm not going to go into the manor, I'm just going to get the bonfire outside of the manor itself. Now, the traps that EG described, they're not as deadly as... I'm afraid he was being a little bit melodramatic. There they are. That's it. They tend to miss you a lot. They don't actually do that much damage when they hit you. So they are quite non-threatening, so don't worry about those too much. As long as you're on torrent, you'll be fine. Okay. Right. Okay, some sarcophagus up here with some ratty roos. Good. Let's go around. No, can't fit. Torrent, you need to go on a diet. Okay. Oh, cancelled my attack because I went on one of the graves. Fucking... I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Fuck off. Oh. Yeah, so it just shows you, if you're gonna fight these things, probably aggro them out here and don't do what I did and fight them in there like a twat. Would be my advice on the matter. Okay, Yeah, give me all these sexy gold runes, please. I don't think there's anything else up there, but I will go have a peek. It's nice and clear as well. Can we see anything? No, it's all just the expansive ocean. But look, over there, there is other land apart from the lands between, you see, on the horizon. So, maybe that's where the what was it, the fell flame came from? Or the frenzied flame, perhaps? Who knows? Okay. I'm not going to use all those now, but I kind of want to because I want to get these somber smithing stones. Okay, just serpentine a little bit to avoid these. Quite easy to avoid. There is a little bit of lore up here as well. I wonder if we have time to quickly read this. Let me see. Are we safe? No, we are not. Okay. Right, give me a second. No, I fucked it. Sorry. There. The resting place of the contemptible cuckoos lost in the siege of the Karya Manor. There we go. This is Jackass, and my name is Joker. Right, there's actually some, there's a patrol out here somewhere. There's some guys that literally don't give a shit, just wandering around. Yeah, here they are. Yeah, these guys obviously are beyond the point of caring. No fucks were given. Okay, so we're safe here. Yeah, so we'll be getting up there eventually. Let me see. Do you know what? Do you know what? I've said it. Now that I'm tempted, now that I'm here, I'm tempted to just go and do Carrier Manor. Anyway, this is one of the most important items for my particular character in the game. I missed. But anyway, like I said, this is going to be our Ash of War right here. For our primary weapon. Right, you're going to do a figure of 8, aren't you? I can smell it. There we go. Oh, it's a big boy. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Hoarfrost Stomp. 'Twas so potent when the game first came out, they had to nerf it. Yes, indeed. Nerfing things in a Souls game. Tut, tut, tut. How dare you. Now... do you know what? Right, let me get the bonfire up here. Do you know what? I think I'm gonna refrain from doing the Carrier Manor. I know I often say one thing and then do the opposite, but on this occasion, you know, it doesn't make sense to do a slightly tougher area before doing the rest of the lakes down there, where the enemies are literally pathetic. It's not like a Stormveil versus Cyofra situation. The gap is a bit more extensive, but yeah, there are some bits to explore down here, and there's actually more NPCs that we need to talk to as well. But look, I did what we said we would do. I did all of the east, apart from up here, and I did all of the west. Now we can do the lake next time. But first, I want to go put on my Hoarfrost Stomp. I'm excited. I can use it now, finally. So as I equip it, I shall tell you why it's important. It's a very big AoE spell.
Well, I took you no matter to lay out your arm.
Okay, so we're going to put it on our weapon. We have the Iron Wet Blade, so we can still have heavy. There. I wonder if standard is any different now. I think we still get more damage on the whole in the grand scheme of things. So yes, we'll just keep it on heavy. Right. That's fine. Another thing I'd suggest is for shields. Generally speaking, I wouldn't put attributes onto shields because it can affect the amount of damage absorption and the stability of the shield. So that's how much stamina is consumed upon guarding against an attack. So I'd leave shields on standard, generally speaking. Now let's just go test our ability. Oh, I know. How about the zombies on the beach? Yes. So, in order to use an Ash of War on your primary weapon, you have to be two-handing it. Okay? Now, the reason I like Hoarfrost Stomp is because it's good for a warrior type class, a tank type class, because it inflicts frostbite, and it inflicts frostbite quite quickly upon enemies. It's sort of a Sister Freed type of AoE, and I'll show you. Right, when this guy fucks off. Okay, that was a bit unimpressive, but let's try again. There you go. You see them all when they... Oh, you're ruining my fun. But you see how they're all like dripping with frost? That's because they've been frostbitten, and frostbitten enemies take more damage. So for a boss, this can be extremely useful, okay? Ah, look, beautiful, especially against tougher bosses. Bosses that might be a little bit tankier or have more HP. Another cool thing, if you walk over the corpses... It's another reason I love them. I love the ability, sorry. You can smash the corpses because they're frozen as you walk over them. Just a little bit of a... Sorry, Mr. Crab. Okay, that one didn't work. Woo! Okay. So yes, my favourite Ash of War in the game, right there. Ready to go. Okay, next time we will start to explore the lakes. Okay. We'll just teleport over there, and I will leave you there. It's getting quite late here now, so I'm going to go to bed soon. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. See ya.